Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I thought it would be quite nice to have a sit-down video. Well, pretty much a lot of my videos are sit-down, but I have quite a chatty one-on-one video with you, just about sort of how I came to be in this space and how I came to be on YouTube. So I don't think I've really addressed it before. I think it's funny. I was thinking earlier that I've been on YouTube for about just under a year now, and just to think that this time last year, you didn't even know who I was. It's quite a funny little thought. So yeah, I thought it'd be nice just to talk to you about it, how I got into it, and a few little tips, I guess, for any newbies that are thinking about starting a channel. I think it's quite nice sometimes to get an insight into it from somebody who's also relatively new and hasn't sort of really blown up massively or anything like that, because I think it still is nice and sort of real, I guess, if that's the right word. So I thought I would give you a few hints and tips on sort of my setup and the things that I do sort of to keep my channel going, really. So I hope you find this video enjoyable and a bit more informative, so you can get to know, as I said, how I got into this space. If you do, please do subscribe and thumbs up, and I will start. I suppose I need to give a little bit of context, really. About this time last year, so what are we now, April? So about May last year, I quit my job working in fashion. So I've been working in the fashion industry in head offices for about sort of 7, 8 years. Before, obviously, I've worked in retail on the shop floor sort of during my uni life, and as I was a teenager, making my Saturday coin, if you like, Saturday jobs and working at uni, sort of shoe shops and retail stores. But I then went on into working as in fashion buying, sorry. So nothing to do with my degree at all. I thought I wanted to go into investment banking, so I took economics and politics at uni in Edinburgh, but ended up working in fashion. So I enjoyed it in the beginning. It's always quite a lot of pressure in terms of developing ranges that actually sell. I did enjoy it in the beginning, but towards the end and towards the sort of time before I quit, I found the pressure quite a lot. I was getting quite stressed at work, and I just wasn't really enjoying the environment. I just also felt like I was kind of losing who I was, if that makes any sense. Like I was not enjoying my role. I was also constantly sort of chasing material things. I think that's probably part to do with working in the industry. You're kind of always around clothes, always around new trends, always around fashion, and I still love that. But it's just, that was kind of all I was having, if that makes any sense. It was all that my life was really about, and I didn't like that. And also just, yeah, the stress and the pressure of it. I'm not one of those people who really thrives off being under pressure all the time. I can take peaks and troughs of it, but constant high pressure situations just don't work for me. So basically, I find myself having left work at the end of May last year. I did the Manchester 10K at the end of May, so I kind of felt really on a high because I'd finished my job, and that was a really difficult decision to make as well, actually. I don't want to kind of just make it sound like it was something I took lightly. I struggled, and that's another probably part of the reason why I was very, very stressed. I struggled with the thought of leaving my job after only starting it in January. I've never sort of had a gap in my CV in terms of work. I've always kind of left one role and gone into another one, still being in a previous job. I don't really see myself as a quitter, and I don't think it's the right way to look at it, because at the time I was very stressed. I was showing tendencies of getting depressed. I was extremely unhappy. I didn't take it lightly. I spoke with my parents, I spoke with Nicholas, and and I'm lucky because I had that support system there that enabled me to leave work and still be okay. So, it's not something that everyone can do, and I definitely don't take that for granted. But I was able to leave work in May and enjoy the summer off. So I planned to kind of take the summer off just to chill, regroup, think about what I wanted to do in my life, whether it was carry on with fashion buying or whether it was find a new path. I'm the kind of person who likes to stay busy, not horribly busy, but I can't really stay idle for very long. So as much as I love my duvet days and I love my weekends where I'm just chilling, I also struggle if I've got a long space of time not doing anything. And that's what I struggled with when I finished work. So, you know, having gone from a job where I was extremely busy, bringing work home, constantly time filled with work, to waking up in the morning on a Monday and having nothing to do for the whole week. So I started going to the gym quite a lot. Towards the end of my time not working, I also volunteered at my local food bank. So it was nice to kind of do things that were also sort of helping me physically, but also helping other people as well, and kind of using my time that way. That's when YouTube came about for me. So I was thinking about starting a channel for a very long time. And I think one of the things that put me off is probably one of the things that puts a lot of people off. Watching a lot of YouTube makes you feel worse in a sense, because you think, oh my gosh, this person has amazing content, they've got amazing setup, they've got an amazing house, you know, everything, all this goals stuff. So you kind of look at these people and think, how am I going to compete? Little old me, I've got hardly any disposable income, but I'm not even working. I don't have a big house or anything like that, you know, where am I going to film? All these kind of thoughts sort of coming into your head, and it starts telling you that actually you can't do this. But it actually took this time where I wasn't working to kind of really sit down and think, you know what, let's just give it a go. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But you know what, I would hate to not have tried it. So that's actually really how I came about starting a channel. I'd finished work, I needed something to do to fill my time, and I thought, you know what, I'm actually learning new skills as well, which would really help in whatever future role I'm doing. And it was just learning a new skill, which I really enjoyed doing. So that's sort of the background as to why I started my channel. And then in terms of just basically how I've kept it up as I've been working, so it was quite easy, I think, to have a channel when I've not been working, and I really rate anyone who is working full-time and still manages to maintain a channel, because it's quite difficult. So it was fun when I wasn't working because I could film any time of the day, any day of the week. And now as I'm working Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, I have to squeeze in my videos on the weekend like I'm doing today. But I still love it. And I think that's the first thing I would say, is I'd say if you're looking to start a channel, so fame and fortune, then you're probably going to be disappointed, because it is hard work and the fame and fortune doesn't come quickly, unless of course you're going to be doing, like, I don't know, clickbaity stuff or starting fights with people, that kind of thing, you know, to get quick traction. That's up to you. But if you're going to start a channel because you're interested in a certain topic or whatever, and you're thinking just about working with brands or, you know, fame and stuff, that doesn't come, as far as I know, for a very, very long time. You know, brands and things like that, a lot of the big brands want to only work with people who've got hundreds of thousands of followers, and all that kind of thing. So it's more about an enjoyable factor for me. I love setting up my camera and sitting down here and talking to you guys and sharing things that I am interested in or I'm passionate about. So I felt like my channel would be a way of me still getting my love of style and fashion out there, but not having to be part of my day-to-day job, because I felt like I was almost losing some of that love as well, working in the industry every day. Whereas now I've really reignited my interest in it and my passion for it, which hopefully comes out in my videos. But it doesn't have to be my job, it can now just be my hobby, which is great. I get like the best of both worlds. So that's one thing I would say, yeah, if you're going to start a channel, do it because you love what you're going to be sharing with people, and not doing it for sort of, you know, quick wins and quick fame and money. So in terms of setup, I was really, you know, thinking, gosh, I don't have a big home, because, you know, we haven't got the biggest flat. And I was thinking in terms of space, because everyone has these lovely white walls and this lovely backdrop and things like that, and I was just like, oh gosh. But it's like, you know what, at the end of the day you have to work what you've got, and that's what I've been doing. So I just have 2 soft boxes and a ring light for my lighting. And I only started with a ring light for the majority of my early videos. So I think I've got about 50 videos up on YouTube, which is crazy, because that's like a video a week. I try to do a video every single week, and I'm actually really happy to say that I've not missed 1 week since I started at the end of June last year. So I'm hoping to make it to a year, having done a video every single week, and then when I go on my honeymoon in July, August, that's when we might lose a few videos, guys, I'm sorry. But yeah, so I started off with the ring light in my first videos, and a different camera actually. We just worked with the Nikon camera that we had in the house. We already had a DSLR in the house, so that was lucky again for me. I had one, and that's what I started filming on again for quite a few of my early videos. And as far as I know, I'm not a technical person really, but you can film videos on your iPhone or your smartphone. It doesn't have to be an iPhone. Your smartphone. You don't need to go and invest in equipment in the beginning, and I probably recommend that, because I would say film with what you have and your surroundings and the tech stuff you have to start with, because you don't know if you're going to keep this up. And that's what I was quite reluctant to sort of invest heavily in a lot of equipment, because I might have been well into it for a couple of months and then just thought, you know what, this isn't for me, or I was really concerned about being able to keep up filming during working, because I'd never done that before, so I didn't know how I was going to be able to balance that. So I would definitely say you don't need to go out and invest thousands of pounds on high-tech equipment to begin with. I think all of the big YouTubers have started, you know, with their content and their editing and their camera equipment and stuff not being super high-tech when they started. If you ever look at the people that you watch their first videos. Watch my first video. I think the light was really yellow in my first video. I'll link it up here for somewhere for you to see. It was really yellow light. I didn't think the sound was very good, but it was my first one, and you know, that's how we all start, and then hopefully we grow from there. So yeah, don't go out and invest out and make crazy amount of money on new equipment. As I said, I've got one ring light facing me and two soft boxes to the side, and I've got just a camera stand and my Canon 700D DSLR. The lens has now been upgraded thanks to Nicholas, bless him. He got me a new lens for Christmas, so I'll link all the stuff down below for you. But the kit lens on this camera is perfectly fine, and I've probably used that up until about maybe 10 videos ago. And so for editing videos, I have a MacBook, and I used, I guess again, for maybe the majority of my videos up until about 10-20 videos ago, I was using iMovie, so that was the program that comes with the MacBook, I believe. Now I have Final Cut Pro, but I was using iMovie for the majority of my videos again. I just thought I'd give you a little bit of a background as to how I got on here, and a little bit of I guess encouragement if you want to start a new channel. You know, I think the biggest thing I would say is not to compare yourself to other people. I've done it myself. Like Nicholas can tell you how many times I've sat here and thought, look at this person, look at that person, what have I got to offer? Oh gosh, I can't do this, or their video on that is so much better than mine would be, all this kind of thing. But I think I'd say to you, you can use other people for inspiration, use other people for that kind of thing, but don't compare yourself to others, because we're all different and we can all bring something new to the table. So you know, that's probably the biggest thing. I think if you've got something you want to share and you feel that kind of burning desire to do so, definitely start it up. You know, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to give it a go. And you know, less than a year on, I'm hoping we're starting to build a little community here. I love hearing back from you guys and reading the comments and replying to you and just sharing things with you. I just really enjoy it. You know, I didn't think I would be waking up on my Saturdays to film videos as opposed to kind of just chilling on the sofa with a cup of tea and watching telly, but I enjoy doing so. So I'm hoping that stays with me for a long time. And yeah, I guess thank you guys as well for engaging with my channel and what I do. I'm just really grateful for that as well. And yeah, I just hope it's offered a little bit of encouragement. If you have any questions sort of, you know, as a new YouTuber, or just want to know anything else about, you know, my journey to get here, or what else I use, or what it is I use, or what I do, then absolutely do give it, put the questions in the question bar below. I will definitely answer them. So kind of, I hope you found that helpful. It was a bit rambly because I didn't really plan out what I wanted to say. I kind of wanted it to be quite authentic and just straight from here. If you've got any questions or anything was unclear, do just let me know down in the description bar, the question bit down below. I'll definitely get back to you. If you want to know something about sort of career questions, or you want to know something about my YouTube setup, or you know, beginner help, go for it. I will answer your questions down below. Do let me know if there's any other videos you'd like me to do on this kind of in this kind of way, so talking about other career things, job things, YouTube things. Do let me know. Again, that would be great to have some suggestions from you guys. And that's it really. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do want to start a channel, just do it today. Go up, film something on your phone, upload it, see what happens. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.